Ruben Amorim has given the green light to Manchester United to sell the following 6 players to fund his squad overhaul this summer: Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, Antony, Tyrell Malacia, Alejandro Garnacho, and Casemiro. The coming weeks will be decisive for FC Barcelona. Juventus is considering selling Dušan Vlahović next summer. The plan is to give the Serbian striker as much playing time as possible to increase his market value ahead of a transfer this summer. Hansi Flick has reached an agreement with Barcelona for a contract extension until 2027. Leeds United is considering replacing manager Daniel Farke just days after earning promotion to the Premier League. The transfer window calendar for the 2025 to 2026 season in France has been released. Pre-Club World Cup window, June 1st to June 10th. Summer window, June 16th to September 1st. Winter window, January 1st to February 2nd, 2026. A small change, the summer and winter windows will now close at 8 p.m. instead of midnight. Saïd Benrahma leaves OL and officially signs for Neom SC. The €12 million plus €3 million purchase option was automatically triggered due to the Saudi club's promotion to the Saudi Pro League. José Mourinho is reportedly in line to take charge of Portugal for the 2026 World Cup. Alejandro Baldé will miss the Copa del Rey final against Real Madrid. Jagoba Arrasate on Pedri: I hadn't seen a midfielder like him in a very long time. He's at an incredible level. Vinicius is set to extend his contract with Real Madrid. The club will announce a 2 or 3 season extension at the end of the season. Sporting CP qualifies for the Portuguese Cup final. The Lions easily dispatched Rio Avenue in the two-legged semi-final, 4-1 on aggregate. Jules Kounde missed a match yesterday, a rare event. The Frenchman had not missed a club or international competitive game since November 25, 2023, 104 straight matches played. FC Barcelona is now unbeaten in 14 consecutive La Liga matches. Real Madrid is looking to strengthen its defense while keeping spending under control. The club is targeting young, affordable profiles or low-cost, even free, opportunities to maintain financial balance. This reflects a cautious recruitment policy aimed at avoiding overspending while addressing squad gaps. Real Madrid has Bournemouth left-back Milos Kerkez on its radar. Luka Modric and Lucas Vazquez's current contracts have been extended until July so they can play in the Club World Cup. Chelsea is leading the race to sign Dean Huijsen. The London club wants him for the Club World Cup squad and won't hesitate to pay the release clause, which will ease the deal. Davide Ancelotti is now ready to take the next step and become a head coach. Several clubs have shown interest. Al Ittihad, leader of the Saudi Pro League, is interested in Leroy Sane and ready to offer him a massive salary. However, a transfer is currently off the table. The player prefers to stay at Bayern. Bayern has offered Sane a performance-based 3-year contract until 2028 worth around €15 million gross per year. Nothing is signed yet, and some details remain to be settled. Arsenal is also interested in Sane. Manuel Neuer is about to resume training and wants to be the starter in the season's final matches. Next season, Neuer will remain first-choice goalkeeper, while Jonas Erbig will be his backup but is expected to play as well. Match decisions will be made by the coaching staff throughout the season. Sacha Boey remains one of the top transfer targets for Bayern Munich this summer. The market is being monitored. Galatasaray is following the situation closely. His contract runs until 2028. Kim Min-jae could leave Bayern this summer if a good offer arrives for both club and player. He's not considered untouchable, and several European clubs are aware of his situation. Saudi Pro League clubs have also begun making inquiries. Chelsea has contacted Juventus regarding Kenan Yildiz. Currently on loan at Osasuna, Brian Zaragoza is not part of Bayern Munich's plans and will be sold this summer. Marcus Rashford is not ruling out any option for his future, including staying at Manchester United. The highest number of recoveries in a La Liga match this season is held by Pedri against Mallorca, 18 recoveries. Pedri set the record on Saturday against Celta Vigo with 17 recoveries and broke it again on Tuesday. Andrés Iniesta, I'd like to become a coach someday. It's still early. I'm just starting. But yes, I like it. Matheus Cunha wants to join Manchester United. Manchester City, Liverpool, and Arsenal will all compete with Real Madrid and Bayern Munich to sign Florian Wirtz this summer. Bayer Leverkusen values him at around £103 million. Cesc Fabregas is widely expected to stay at Como next season. Despite interest from top Italian clubs and a direct meeting with RB Leipzig officials, Fabregas wants to stay at Como. He is already planning summer transfers with the management. Liverpool has not given up hope that Trent Alexander-Arnold will extend his contract. Manchester United is in advanced talks to sign 18-year-old Enzo Cannavaro. Le Havre is still trying to sign the young striker, who has yet to play a professional match. Jurgen Klopp will wait until 2026 before deciding to return to club management. The former Liverpool manager is not expected to return before next summer, if at all. Andoni Iraola, Bournemouth, Marco Silva, Fulham, and Scott Parker, Burnley, are potential candidates to replace Ange Postecoglou, who is expected to leave Tottenham this summer. Lois Openda is expected to stay at RB Leipzig this summer. The club would only consider selling him if a €70 million offer arrived. Javier Tebas, Hansi Flick complains about schedules and match calendars. We run a competition, not the interests of one or two clubs. I wonder why Flick never complains to UEFA. Liverpool will owe Benfica £4.3 million more if Darwin Núñez starts another Premier League match this season. Bournemouth is closely monitoring several Liverpool players, including Kevin Kelleher, Harvey Elliott, and Ben Doak. Liverpool is looking for a striker, with Darwin Núñez's future uncertain. A midfielder could also be targeted. Cafu on Mohamed Salah. We can undoubtedly consider Salah one of the best players in the world right now. He shines and delivers exceptional performances for Liverpool. David Alaba is expected to see out his contract at Real Madrid. His massive salary and current sporting situation aren't attracting much interest. The Austrian earns more than €22 million per year. Real Madrid faces Getafe away today in La Liga. Alejandro Bald has resumed individual training, alongside Dr. Pruna to assist him. Joan Laporta, I want to thank all the first-team Barcelona players for what they've given us this season and the joy they've brought, especially under a coach who has wonderfully raised our level. When you see Pedri, do you see something of yourself in him? Iniesta, there are some similarities, like the fact that he's a midfielder. He's always said he watched and followed me closely, just like I did with others when I was a player. There may be a few things in common, but what's more important is that he's paving his own way, and we're seeing that talent grow year by year. It's a joy to watch him shine and enjoy the game. Barcelona is interested in 17-year-old Argentine Franco Mastranchuono. River Plate is demanding the full release clause of around €45 million. Hansi Flick, Real Madrid has one of the best coaches in the world. What happened to Ancelotti isn't nice. He's won everything at every club, he's a gentleman, and I have the utmost respect for him. It will be a pleasure to see him again this weekend, he's an incredible coach. Behind the scenes, Chelsea's sporting department is already preparing a more targeted summer transfer window. Gone are the days of chaotic, massive recruitment. The focus now is trimming the bloated squad and seeking specific profiles to strengthen the young core. Priority will be given to experience in key areas, while continuing to bet on high-potential young talents. The message is clear, Chelsea wants to build a coherent, competitive team starting next season, breaking away from previous transfer chaos. Enzo Maresca wants Chelsea to sign a new striker this summer, and the club is also likely to target another player. Marc Guiu has recovered from his groin injury suffered against West Ham United. He now needs to strengthen his muscles and return to full training with the team. The hope is that he'll be back for the busy May schedule and the Club World Cup, but Chelsea is taking a very cautious approach with him. Here are the stats for Chelsea's wingers this season. If Arsenal lose to Crystal Palace today, Liverpool will be crowned Premier League champions. Manchester United is considering signing Bruno Guimaraes from Newcastle and Adam Wharton from Crystal Palace to strengthen their midfield. Tottenham is reportedly interested in signing Marcus Rashford this summer if Aston Villa decides not to make his loan from Manchester United permanent. Jude Bellingham and Valverde are expected to rest today in order to be ready for the Copa del Rey final. Fran Garcia's future at Real Madrid is uncertain. There are doubts about his ability to perform at the highest level. The president of the Spanish Football Federation, Rafael Lozan, has informed the head of the referees committee, Medina Cantalejo, that he will be relieved of his duties at the end of this season. Endrick, I have nothing to complain about regarding my adaptation. My routine is very similar to what it was in Brazil. My day is almost split between training at the club and at home. Everyone is very kind and helpful, and I haven't faced any difficulties so far. PSG has scored 83 goals after its first 30 matches in League One this season, its best tally at this stage of the competition since the 2018-2019 season, 89 goals. Ansu Fati is ready to leave Barcelona in search of regular playing time and is attracting interest from Real Sociedad for a loan move. Ancelotti, Mbappé is doing everything to be ready for the Copa del Rey final. Marc Bartra has extended his contract with Real Betis until 2027. Ilkay Gundogan wants to stay at Manchester City until 2026. Subscribe for daily football news.